How do we classify this for Arsenal? An epic flop against a team at the bottom of the table, or a miraculous comeback to save a point?
I'll summarise it in one sentence. It's another night of basic errors that champions don't make. It's as simple as that. And it's painful. It's really painful for the fans because they can see what a great team Arsenal are going forward. 7 goals conceded in the last 3 games to drop points. And again, painful because it's basic errors, not picking up simple marking at the set piece. The goalkeeper giving the ball away. Midfield players giving the ball away. You can go back in previous games to also look at different decisions. Gabriel going to ground, giving the penalty away. Mistakes in that game with Thomas Partey tries to flick it over somebody's head. Now, this all goes down to the pressure of trying to finish the season strongly with what's going on and trying to be immaculate because you know that Man City don't look like they're going to make any mistakes. But if you make basic errors, it doesn't matter who it is, West Ham, Southampton, the bottom of the league table, then you're going to get crushed. What do you think, Tim?
Well, I said it before the game. Look, I didn't think it was a wobble. It's now a wobble. 90 minutes later, now they're struggling a bit, and you shouldn't have to score 4 goals at home to win a football match. Not Arsenal. Shouldn't have to win 3 the previous game. They're good enough that, again, basic errors, not being able to defend a set piece, giving the ball away. There's this feeling of too cool for school with Arsenal. Sometimes you got to dig in. Sometimes you have to make it ugly, and we've seen in moments when they have to chase the game and they're not playing well, they nearly scored 4 goals. They nearly won the game. But at 0-0 or when they're down, they're trying to overcompensate and control the game. There are moments where you don't have to control the game just by passing the football. It's not the lap of honor. Players making mistakes. I know I'm going on and on about this. Players making mistakes and doing a lap of honor. No. There's no need to be cool. You've made a mistake, hold your hand up, get in the dressing room and sort it out. But there's all of this fluff and bravado around the team sometimes that to be a champion, it doesn't take all of that. It doesn't take it. Sometimes it's okay to be vulnerable and say, you know what, we're going to try and do this a different way. The good news, well, it's still in their hands. Yeah. And when they go to City, I think the good news for this Arsenal team, who's under a ton of pressure, is they won't have to make the game. I think they'll be under pressure. They'll be able to play on the break. Mikel Arteta will set them up defensively to try and absorb some pressure. So it's their form.
Against Liverpool, you can accept 2-2. Okay, tough place to go. Against West Ham United, that's disappointing. You concede 3 goals against Southampton at home, then the narrative changes for me. That's more like a collapse. Yeah. And again, it's painful because they've got great players going forward. But when you make that amount of mistakes in a 3-game period, then all the talk starts to come in terms of collapsing and the pressure getting to them. And it was individual errors for the most part that's got them to this point. And Tim's right. They've got to go there and win now. That's the big difference from this result. They have to win at City on Wednesday.
And after 88 minutes, it was going to appear that was a challenge that they are not up to. However, we have seen them play at an elite level before this season. Going to City is a different level, but they still remain 5 points up on City, even though City do have those. Well,
that's what I mean. I don't know if they'll have to. I don't know if they'll have to take the game to City at City. I think they're going to have to absorb a lot of pressure. They can set up to do that and hit City on the break. They're very talented doing that. They've got Martinelli and they've got Odegaard and Saka on the other side. They have pace. They have the ability to hit teams on the break. But ultimately, it's not been going well for them. They have to find it. This is a mental battle.
Saliba and Granit Xhaka. I mean, bad.